this is probably one of his best seasons and pinapakita niya na kahit medyo matagal na ako dito, kahit season 1 pa ako nandito, kaya ko pa rin kayo gulatin. Kasi sa totoo lang, yung ibang mga players dito, it's either wala na sila or nandito pa sila and he's doing it right now. He's doing great. And Zapnu, I expect more.
Yes. Well, I totally agree with you on those terms. So, I mean, not only yung versatility niya in terms of roles, in terms of hero na nagagamit, even the experience na nadadala niya dito sa team. I mean, inspiring itong mga bagong players na pumapasok sa MPL such as Benny Cutie dito. I mean, just being there is already enough sometimes para mag-perform tong dalawa na to at their best. Now, the first two dito, Execration, they're going for the Kaja, which is ang ganda na pinakita ni Chuck. Pero ngayon nag-iba sila ng setup dito. They're going for a marksman setup. Berting, sa nakikita mo ngayon, U-level, nakuha nila isa parang pinaka-meta na hero, which is Natalia. What's your thoughts about this one?
Same pa rin siguro ang gagawin ng Natalia is to roam in the map and find mismo yung Bruno para hindi masyadong makapag-farm, which is magpapaneling for sure itong Execration. Ang tanong dyan, paano ka counterin ng isang Kaja and Johead yung counter-invade ng U-level?
Your team is banning.
Most likely. Pero may napansin ako dito, hindi nila binan dito yung Selena, which is, if you watch how Max played, well, hindi naman masama yung naging play niya kanina in regards with the Kagura, pero I think ang laki nung naidulot nung ginamit niya yung Selena. Would you think Butters dito still gonna be a viable pick para sa side ng Execration, or they might just go on the traditional like the tank, or what do you think? What do you think, Butters?
I think medyo traditional pa rin yung gagawin nila dito because that is one of Chaknu's sabihin natin strengths as a player, na talagang ang galing niya magmando ng team fight kapag nakuha niya yung mga tank. But you never take out din yung idea na sila Deb dito nakuha na yung Croc. And U-level dito, they have very strong invade potential. Execration dito, they only need one more hero para kahit papano yung Kaja maalalayan. Kasi ito lang talaga yung pinaka nag-stick sa akin na concept dati pa. Croc is a good invade hero, while Kaja is a good counter-invade hero. What do I mean about counter-invade? Kapag yung other team pumapasok sa'yo, you can just keep on spamming that Ring of Chaos at aalis sila. Ring of I forgot. But still, the fact remains na Kaja is one of those heroes talaga na hindi mo kaya mabuli sa sarili niyang gubat. Kasi kapag ikaw nagpahabol ka sa isang Kaja and medyo malayo na yung dadaanan mo at wala kang tulong, bababa yung buhay mo to the point na mamamatay ka or mapipilitan ka umuwi. Pero still, at the early stages of the game, pareho lang at ang umuwi at saka namatay eh. Kasi you know 100% sure na kapag ka umuwi yung isang core, may isa o dalawang monsters sa may jungle na mawawala.
Yes, definitely. Pero if I may ask na rin, siguro Butters, what's gonna be your prediction para sa second match natin?
Looking at it, Execration dito stick with their plan. I like the Kaja pick pa rin. And I would have to go with I really would have to go with Execration here. I don't really think that Natalia dito can do anything. Yes. But let's see. I mean, prediction lang.
Definitely. Pero how about you, Berting? What's gonna be your prediction? Match point dito ang U-level against Execration.
Sabi na ni Butters maganda yung pagkakapick ng Kaja o Solda, Johoy. Pwede nilang, babantayan lang nila tong Bruno hanggang sa mag-online.
Pero Risla, no? Parang nagiging
talaga,
ano nila. Yes, hero nila.
Walang pampatay.
Walang masyadong burst damage dun sa kabila.
So, you're going again also for Execration, Berting.
Execration.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a unanimous decision dito sa prediction ng ating mga panel. Yun din kaya ang tingin ng ating mga shoutcasters. Baymax, Yasu, take it away.
Hi! Nagbabalik tayo mga kaibigan para sa ating game number 2, Execration versus U-Level. Kami pa rin ang mga magiging shoutcasters niya para sa laban na ito. I'm your friendly Baymax. Siyempre, kasama ko pa rin na si Ate Yas.
mas maganda ka. Pero hi, sabi nga ni Betting dito. And kidding aside, men, yung draft natin, execration, not having any tank, pero kung mapapansin mo, ito na naman yung mga tali-tali gaming. Kaja, mga kidnap-kidnap gaming pala this time. Kaja and Jawhead, Ejector, tsaka Divine Judgment. Tapos samahan mo pa ng Terisla, Penalty Zone. Pero the problem is wala silang tank. Wala silang pabraso this time doon sa mga frontline. Samus, kung paano siya nakaka-survive with the Cotran and a Vengeance, probably might be na maging split sa ulo dito ng execration. Pero we'll see. Kasi sabi nga ng ating mga panel, walang masyadong damage or burst agad yung side ng U level. Pero titignan natin kasi we'll be jumping into the game in a bit. Probably U level, probably execration, they're gonna go for the funnel para sa side ng Exe. But U level, ando pa rin naman si Chu, early, hindi naman masyadong masakit yung lineup dito ng U level. Pero wag ka din magpapahuli kapag may apat na kalmot etong si Chu, Kuya Big.
Pero Ate Yasua, ang lineup ngayon ng U level is very interesting kasi dalawa sa kanila, yung may silence, and that be a very huge help during ating fight, no? Especially with the Hellcurt and Natalia nga naman, pareho pang assassin yan. Ang siguradong mamamatay naman talaga yung madidigitan nila.
Yeah, yung like Kaja or Hate, yung mga, yun yung mga prone sa mga silence and prone na mas mabiling i-burst down, kumbaga mas mabiling matay, and Kagura as well. Pero hindi natin kung makakapasok sila. So katahimikan naman ang lineup dito ng U level, no? The silence build. Isa lang naman yung naka-purify sa side ng execration, it's only Bruno And they're probably funneling si Bruno, if I'm not mistaken, nasa kanya yung dalawang buff. Meanwhile, U level, I think they're also giving basic some farm, pero the first blood will happen at the bottom lane kasi nakuha nila itong kill on the Talmus kahit ginamit niya yung Vengeance. Pero here comes a rival coming from this Terisla. Oo, 4-man top. Kaso nga lang, nandun nagtatago itong si Jawhead, Ejector, sa tower, saan ka pupunta? Ang bilis lang din ang responde dito na side ng execration, and this is what's good sa lineup or sa ginagawa ng execration. Not only they got the kill at the top lane, nakuha pa nila yung bottom lane, but hindi din magpapapush dito yung level. Binawian. Napatay naman nila dito si Eto Max. Oy, bakuna tayo. Kaya natin medyo mag-push dito sa tower. We have Unseen, we have jumps, kumbaga.
Yeah. Ang naging problem doon is hindi nila na-push etong turret sa top lane, whilst execution naman nakakuha ng kill. Additionally, nakapag-take down sila ng turret sa baba.
Yeah, and safe na safe dito yung ng execration for now, pero mahuhuli na with the silence. Nako, Chaknu, ang hirap magpagala-gala kapag kakaja ka and then may manatalya sa paligid. Ang hirap magpagala-gala. I know you're looking for kill, you're looking to push some lanes, some minions sa ibang mga lanes, pero ang hirap magpagala-gala, lalo na Kaja, hindi ka naman din yung pinakamakunat and pinaka mataas na mobility ng hero. Tapos may Natalia, tapos meron ka pang follow-up agad with basic or with Devment, another harassment na binibigay dito ni Kuya Zapnu, and tinawanan pa nga sa itong si Hellcurt, Natalia will be caught naman doon sa may, not far at the top lane, nandun din sila Hate. Put down again para sa side ng U level, Kuya Bay.
Nako, may napansin ako so hindi nila na-utilize yung silence combo ng isang Natalia and Churito. Ang tanging nakakakuha ng kill dito is yung Natalia whom I thought na magiging support, no? Pero hindi. Siya ngayon may kills instead with 0-2.
Yeah, lagi ang problema kasi ni Chu, problema niya si Zapno right now. Kita mo kung gaano kinakamp ni Zapno itong si Chu. Inaabangan I've got my eyes on you. Target lock talaga yung ginagawa dito ni Zapnu para dun sa Hellcurt kasi he knows na hindi makunat etong si Hellcurt and they can easily burst down this Hellcurt of Chu, and now they're eyeing Falling Star Moon. Mapapatay naman nila dito si Kaja bago pa makatali, pero papatay din nila dito si Chu at the same time. That's another kill with Jawhead, but maiiwan ito si Bruno at the backlines, and look at basic, napakataas na kanyang armor. No, using that flicker to escape, seeking the protection of the tower at the middle lane. They're still alive para sa side execution na meaning sa kanila 2-for-1 exchange, pero they're going for more. Tapos naman dito itong si Zapnu, Escanon na itapos sa tower. Falling Star Moon again coming from this Esmeralda, and they will still get that kill on the Tamus exchange lang. Tamus Zapnu to go down to the
Zapnu.
middle lane. Nagkakasuhan, no? Oh, 1-for-1 again on that middle lane. Talagang gigil na gigil sila sa isa't isa, no, Kuya Bay?
I like how Zapnu plays this Johed right now, Ate Aso. Talaga namang gusto niyang may secured kill para sa mga teammates, especially for him or for Hate, no? And Benny Cutie, talaga namang frontline kung frontline. Sabi natin kanina, wala silang tank. But look kung gaano kakunat ang isang Terizla na gamit ni Benny Cutie. Siya yung nagiging pagpampalit nila sa tank dito. Siya yung nasa frontline. Then, tandaan natin, kahit mag-tank build ang isang Terizla early to mid-game, talaga namang napakasakit ng damages ng mga skill niyan.
Yeah, pero top lane mo ang si Zapnu, hindi na ito magiging katulad nung kanina na inaabang ako, mag-isa lang ako, pero this time, kasama ko na, tropa ko, Zapnu to fall down at the top lane, but hindi rin papayag yung execution dito, mukhang babawi sila, trying to get that
Divine
trap with
Judgment?
the Divine Judgment. Deb, low in health, but Deb, successful defense coming from Deb, and mukhang malilikuran dito ni Basic and ni Unseen. Tatlo silang medyo hindi naman kakunatan except for Benny Cutie, pero Benny Cutie mukhang umalis na dun sa crime scene, men. Umalis na at naiwan na dito sa Hitik ang sakripisyo, pero parang mali yung isinakripisyo nila. That's the Bruno.
Yes.
They're losing for the side of execration. Naitabla pa ng U-level yung kills, but bahagyang lamang yung execution in terms of the network, Kuya Bay.
Net worth, and also the tower takedowns dito, tatlo na yung nababasag nilang turret, basag na yung isang buong lane sa bottom lane, ang natitira lang doon inhibitor turret, sa top lane isa sa top lane yung nabasag nila, so sila ang may kalamangan na nun ngayon. But on the turtle side naman tayo, Ate Asu, you let down both the second first and second turtles dito. Doon naman sila bumabawi in terms of objectives.
For execration din, ang magiging buwiset para sa kanila dito is gonna be Basic, which is the Esmeralda, and etong si Escanor with the Terizla. Kasi that's burn, sabihin natin, that's continuous damage. Esmeralda, sige, hampas lang ng kanyang mga tela, and then Escanor with the Cotoran Inferno, sabihin natin, with yung Vengeance pa dito ni Samus. And they have a tank para sa side ng U-level. May kayang magtangke, may kayang pumronta. Dahil sa tatlo na pwedeng pumronta sa kanila habang clean up na lang yung pwedeng gawin dito ng the rest of the U-level. Now, we're just waiting for execration na lumakas dito si Hate na natalon na. The silence will be there. Pero penalty zone para sa dalawa na uli nila dito. Ayachu, tumatakbo for his life. Pero papasok pa rin dito sa Esnor. Buhay pa rin dito yung the rest of the execration. Nandito si Basic coming from behind. Pero si Hate na Hate talaga siya dito ng side ng U-level. Mapapabagsak nila dito si Hate habang si Esmeralda nililinis yung mga backline. Betty Cutie, mapapatakbo na lang. Arrival at the bottom lane. At least, push ko tong lane na to kahit papano medyo makabawi tayo. At the same time, Zapnu, napabagsak din naman niya yung turret. Pero hindi naging maganda yung sitwasyon dito ni Se. 3-3-2. Yes, may kill dito si Hate with the Bounty Hunter. Kaso, nalilimit din and nauudlot kumbaga yung farming ng isang Bruno. Well, execution, kaya nilang lumaban, yes, kaso nga lang, natatabla nila pero not as much. Kita mo nakahabol na dito yung level, medyo mas angat na yung U-level dito in terms of the network, which is kanina execution yung may lamang. This time, U-level, yung basic hindi nila ma-hold. Etong si Basic, hindi nila din ma-burst, hindi nga nawawala halos yung armor neto ni Basic, Kuya Bay.
Kasi, ang nangyari po kasi, Ate Yaso, they're picking on whom to kill first. It's either Chu, Natalia, or si Basic. Kasi tatlo yung nagiging problema nila during the team fight. For the reasons of Chu and Natalia, for the silences, and Basic naman for the damage, the hole, and as well as yung kakunatan niya with the shields. Kaya naman talagang hindi sila makapili ng ayos kung sa yung ipapriority nila. Pag si Chu, nandito yung Natalia and Esmeralda. Kapag na-pick off naman nila yung Ancient and Chu, pero speaking of ma-pick off, si Zapnu ang mapipick off dito ng ating team U-level pero hindi pa rin tapos. Naku po, tamang agaw lang.
Inayakan nilang mabuhay lang dito si Zapnu kasi ang primary target nila is gonna be the turtle. Secure the turtle para sa side ng U11, hindi nila kailangan mag-overextend doon kasi sabihin natin kung mag-overextend sila doon, may isang mamamatay sa kanila for U-level. Keep them at bay, yun ang ating primary plan for now for U-level to get the turtle and to get us all some gold to go home. I mean, para may uwi yung gold na yun. Pero pinasok na naman nila dito. Here comes another Falling Star Moon, Dark Knight Pulse as well. Napatay or napabagsak naman ni Natalia yung turret. Kaso nga lang, clean up na naman sila ng U-level here. Napakagandang abangan session na naman dun sa may bush ng U-level. Hindi talaga nila ma-burst down si Basic. Parang Basic, hindi na siya yung primary one of three target ng side ng execration kasi ang kuna ni Basic siguro mag-isa lang si Basic tapos they are 3 or they are 2 kaya nila, they are 3 or 5 kaya nila ma-burst down dito si Basic. Ang problema, lagi din silang Basic, lagi din siyang may kasama or laging andyan na agad yung responde coming from the side of U-level, Kuya Bay.
And Ate Yaso, I might add on that na ang ganda ng ginagawa ng U-level dito. Na though nagpo-front si Benny Cutie, hindi nila pinapansin eh. They all know that Benny Cutie has gone for a semi-tank build, which is hindi nila masyadong mararamdaman yung damage sila now that we've come to mid to late game na. No? Tulad nga na sabi ko kanina, ang damage ng isang tank na Terizla, mag-i-scale lang yan during the early to mid. Pero mid to late, half of the mid to late game yan. Sabihin natin on that way, wala na talagang damage ang isang Terizla. And that's the reason kung bakit hindi nila masyadong pinapansin si Benny Cutie.
Yup. And hindi din naman talaga si Benny yung pinakauna mong gustong patayin. As possible, gusto mong ibuli talaga yung marksman ng side ng execution, which it works for them. And hindi ko din masyado nararamdaman dito yung kagura ni Eto Max kasi hindi din masyadong masakit yung kagura niya kapag ka nagagamit siya ng ulti. And nalilimit na rin dito yung farming ng side ng execution. They are starting to get these buffs na nasa jungle ng side ng execution for U-level. And sama-sama napipilitan magsama-sama dito yung execution. The problem, I think, is hindi naman talaga tangking-tangke itong si Benny Cutie. Yes, makukulot siya, pero mas okay pa rin kung may tangke ka talaga na solido di ba? And hindi talaga, walang threat, kumbaga itong si Benny Cutie para sa side ng U-level. Kasi alam nila, kaya naming i-burst yan, meron kaming Etrada, nanakawan lang namin ng buhay at ng shield yan. Basic, nag-stack nga lang siya ng ng armor kay Benny Cutie and sa may bandang Lord, Kuya Bay.
And I think what execution is right now to Calderalda is either Necklace of Durance or the Sea Halberd. Kasi medyo sobrang laki na ng shield na inaagaw dito ni Basic during the team fight, especially kapag ang binabanatan niya is si Benny Cutie. At alam naman natin na mas matagal ang laban or mas matagal mapatay ni Esmeralda yung kalaban niya, yung kanyang target, mas marami siyang shields na makukuha.
Oh yeah, true. And mas gusto niya yon for Esmeralda kasi mas marami yung siya, para siyang may dalawang buhay doon as Esmeralda as Basic. And they have the Lord para sa side ng U-level, though that's level 1 Lord lang din naman. Dark Knight Pulse, ginamit na sino ang target nila. They just want the turret at the bottom. Hindi man nila na-push. So, tinalunan. Ito si Eto Max though, he's still gonna die in the hands of that Hellcourt, pero that's an exchange. Deb as well, matutulog dito sa may loob. Deb is still gonna fall down in the hands of Zapnu, and U-level, they have to back out. That's 2 man down on their side, and hindi din nila na-burst down yung turret at the bottom lane. I could say na fail attempt to get that turret, but kung makasurvive siguro Echu sa bottom lane, or either nakasurvive siya dun sa pag-kill kay Kagura after the kill on Kagura, or hindi siya sana tumalon and binasag niya na lang yung tower, mas may bayad pa. Kaso nga lang mukhang hindi matatapos ang story ng buhay nila Escanor popping that vengeance, pero hahabol at hahabol.
Pa rin yung buhay niya. Talagang shield lang shield. Shield lang yung nawawala sa kanya.
Kasi you have Natalia para sa U-level, may mata ka sa mga kalaban. Eto Max na sinamahan pa ng Falling Star Moon. Tunaw yung isa doon. Tunaw si Eto Max doon and they're gonna end this para sa side ng execration. Hindi na ma-dedepensahan pa yung base nila, and U-level will bring us to a third game against Execration. I guess continuous lang na ganun ng execution ng side ng U-level, they can fight off against Execration. Now, anong gagawin ng Execration? sa next game.
The next game, yes, I think magkakaroon tayo ng respect ban dito, Ate Aso, kasi medyo naranasan nila no, yung napakagandang galaw ng Esmeralda rito ni Basic. So,